5 types of gangstalking. 5 types of gangstalking: physical gangstalking, online digital gangstalking, spiritual gangstalking, dream state gangstalking. All of the above. Physical gangstalking. They attach GPS devices on their victim's car to be followed. They activate victim's phone locator through apps to locate and chase them. They are always on the lookout and paying people such as neighbors to watch the victim's every move. They stand on the victim's way for them to be seen physically. They always let their presence known around the street by cars or motorcycles passing by outside of their victim's house to infuse flight mode or fear state. They gang up from 3 to multiple cars around the victim in the public streets or at a certain place. They use cell phone camera to record their victim in public places. They trespass into the victim's house to do the following: memory confusion through moving or disarranging things around the house, smashing and damaging the wall, ceiling, and floor, altering or busting the electrical connections in the outlet, and create missing personal items. They secretly installing hidden camera. 2. Online digital gangstalking. They use and abuse platforms' policies to do their personal agenda of targeting their victims by tapping and monitoring their victim's phone 24/7, watching and monitoring all the victim's phone activities, watching victim through their own phone's camera, listening through victim's phone microphone. They use fake Wi-Fi account to sneak in. They control victim's search engine, internet access, and phone, laptop, desktop, and computer screen system. They can access and manipulate files from victim's cell phone and other digital or computer devices. They can change documents' content by editing the files that have already been written on Words or PowerPoint content. They use fake or rerouted internet server to control victims' online access and activities. They can control and reroute victims' emails. They can control, create intimidation or cast online spell through screen pop-up on the victim's screen. They use AI and algorithm to switch the system. They use internet surveillance policies to locate victims' merchandising activities, such as on-time credit card transaction, ATM cards withdrawal, bank transaction, and groceries activities. They can interrupt computer's printing processes anywhere the victim's at via AI traceability of the victim's name in the system. Incoming phone calls and messages can be dropped, causing to miss out these important messages. They use drone to track their victims' every indoor or outdoor movement. They use CCTV along the way to keep eyes on the targeted ones. They collect and steal victims' online ideas, crafted arts, or manuscripts to be their own. They can follow victims online conferences like Zoom or Met to watch it all around. They can access victims' IDs in government resources and make fun or insult out of it. Family and friends messaging are all monitored and can be used for their plot to work against their victim by influencing all the connected individuals into bullying, by feeding them negative influences towards the victim, or bribe them to target their victim. They can mess up priority system numbering and queue when the victim's name is being tracked in the AI system. They can reroute phone or SIM providers to other countries. They can shadow ban the victim's platform or hide it. Number 3. Spiritual gangstalking. They use witchcraft to control and manipulate their victims' mobility. They can use witchcraft as fear attack and technique to maneuver their victims' mental response. For example, foggy mind. They plant hexing items to create misfortune to the victim's health, wealth, property, and spaces. They perform black magic rituals to siphon the victim's energy to cause health and mental collapse. Their physical presence near their victim is also a form of psychic attack by siphoning the victim's energy in a close proximity. They throw human dirts to the victim's house as a form of domination and health attack and manipulation. They perform group sex rituals to weaken their victim's energy. They sprinkling magic powder in front of the victim's house to weaken the space energy and to dominate it. They use mirror as portal and evil eye to watch all of the victim's movement. They use spells and black magic to create distraction to victims' personal electronic gadgets. They perform voodoo rituals to manipulate the victim's energy and health. All spiritual attacks' objective is to speed up the mental and physical health deterioration and mental depression of their victim to create more instability in many ways or death. 4. Dream state gangstalking. They attack their victim during sleep state, like choking the victim. They project fear by appearing themselves in their victim's dream state. Etherically, they do surgical operation to the victim's body while sleeping. Incubus and succubus activities are happening in the dream state to infuse fear and psychic attacks. 5. All of the above: physical, online, digital, spiritual dream state gangstalking simultaneously happening around